two. Down to one. It's game. Yes!
This ball is crushed.
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook. I am joined today by one of our most faithful fans, Julian Petway. What it do? The chosen one.
What's good, Tone? What's good, Faithful Fan Show, faithful fans?
Hey, bro, and if for y'all that don't know, read JP's t-shirt, aka JP, that's his other name. Tap the rock. That's what that boy do. This is the first day I ever seen JP. He was out there at the Cal Oak Sports Park with his Kobe Bryant jersey. I think it was the black one, all black. Patting the rock, boy.
Appreciate you, Tone. You know I love this game, man.
Hey, so I always associate Lakers basketball with my boy JP. So anytime something happens that's earth-shattering or whatever in the NBA or in the sports world that has to do with basketball, the Lakers, I gotta hear what JP has to say. Lakers, I know I'm a little late, guys. I had to take some time off. We got swept. There was nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? We got swept. There was nothing to talk about for like a week. But now that I'm back, I gathered some strength to talk about what happened. I had to talk to Jay. Jay, what did you see out there? Before we get to the finals, what did you see from the Lakers, bro? Where did it go wrong?
Man, I'm just gonna say this. I think one thing, I have a cousin named Dijon. Dijon, he's been on my head about the Lakers because like we've been going back and forth. So literally every play that happens, like I get a text from him. But you brought up a good point, man. Like the Nuggets are kind of transformed that style the Warriors had with that running gun, run to the 3 points. Jokic is a big man that's bringing the ball up the court and shooting threes. And I think that really just is hard to guard, bro. You know, like he's just such an X factor. And it's like, you can't really, there's not a lot of guys you can practice against that bring his skill set.
Yeah.
So I just think not being prepared for that and then like not doing any adjustments. Like when he was getting off the first game, it should have been at least 2 or 3 adjustments defensively as assignment.
Hey, but JP, you know what I think a big difference was? Like we beat them in the bubble. Yes, they weren't as good, but we beat Jokic and Jamal Murray in the bubble. And I think what we had different was Anthony Davis this time. We kind of like Jokic cancels that full out if he has to guard him, because Jokic will get at the top of the key. We need Anthony Davis down low, help position. You know what I mean? Like blocking shots from the help side. But when he's up at the top of the key, guarding Jokic one-on-one, which he has to, no one else on our team could guard him. It kind of took him out. So then Jamal Murray could get to the basket. Aaron Gordon could get to the basket. KCP can get to the basket. And it was that's tough. And Jokic he's smart. So like he knows he's compromised that way. He knows like, okay, my shot or no, teammate shot. AD out here trying to stretch and guard me. But that's what I saw, man. It sucks.
Let me also say this too. I'm gonna say this too. Another thing is this, man. Like, well, 2 things. I got 2 points. Another reasons why I think they won was another one is might not be that big of a deal, but I played at the Pepsi Center on that level in Denver, and I played a lot of universities in Denver at that elevation. And that air, it's no joke. And if you look in the regular season when the Denver Nuggets are getting triple digits, like 100 and something, like they're conditioned, like they play very fast. And so if you're not playing in that all the time, it's definitely a disadvantage. And then the other thing I'm going to say is that if you look at, like, I was comparing the Nuggets to the old school Mavericks when they had Dirk. And the Nuggets, they've been knocking on the door. They've been right there. And so I don't want to take, like, as a Laker fan, I don't want to take no credit from Jamal Murray or Jokic because they've really been knocking on the door and they played better. They played better. Like Murray, nobody was handling him. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody could take care of that assignment. So it's like he really stepped his game up, bro. And, you know, like after the injury, that's incredible. So I think those 2 things, like, you know, with the fact that they've been in the regular season and they've been number 1, number 2 seed the last 3 years, and it's like they've been disappointing. It's like we just caught them at this time where they got over that hump. And another thing is like the Lakers, our squad, we have all these great players and some of these stars like D'Lo, Rui, some of these new guys, like we don't have enough chemistry. Like the Nuggets have chemistry. They've been playing, like I said, for seasons. So I think that really hurt us as well too.
Yeah, we couldn't turn to as many adjustments because, like you said, our chemistry wasn't there. There's only so many players we could throw out there in combinations that were comfortable because D'Lo got there at the trade deadline. Like, it sucks that the last thing we seen of D'Lo is he got benched and he didn't play. You know what I mean? He kind of got played off the court. But you know who was a good matchup for him on defense? KCP, bro. Like that. If there's one dude, because he's about the same size, he's practiced with him. KCP was
he's a champion.
And he chases around. He knows how to play good. That's a good perimeter defender. That's underrated so far in the
absolutely
for Denver.
And he was like an underdog on the Lakers. Yep. Now he's like a co-star over there at Nuggets. Like he's definitely taking advantage of that role.
And another one they got, Aaron Gordon. Like it don't look like much because he's not as by himself. He's not like a superstar or whatever. But for what they needed him to do, stay in front of LeBron and a big athlete that's quick, strong, to make LeBron's life as hard as possible. He did that. Man. Like
he did.
And it hurts to see it. It like LeBron. What do you think, Jay? Are we gonna bring it up? Is he starting to take like a real step down? Like we get it. He's 40. He's done a lot.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Even LeBron right now, like at the level he's at, he's still better than he says 95% lead, but I think like 60 to 50%.
I agree. But
like realistic.
But is he like
people weren't questioning the time clock until he hurt his foot. And that's the only kind of thing where I look at, like, he hurt his foot, bro. His foot he was not 100. So that's the only thing I see personally with LeBron. And it's like, he did everything, like, with LeBron, what you need him for your role on the team. Like, he did everything he had to do to get everybody else to do what they had to do. And I just feel like they didn't do what they had to do.
Yep.
You know? So, LeBron, bro, he had 40, bro.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying, Jay. Like, he had 40 that last game, but I'm saying we didn't really see that till the elimination game. Normally we see it right. We would have saw it game 3, bro. You know what I mean? Like LeBron, 45 points, triple double point, game 3. And when we didn't see it game 3, and he still kind of was like, all right, let's see what you got, Reeves, you got it. You know, like Bron, bro, this is that 45er we need right here. And after that, I was like, all right, we probably gonna get swept. Even though he did all he did in game 4, I was like, bro, we needed that though. We needed it like a couple games earlier, bro. I don't know if he was saying or like he couldn't channel it.
Like, I just think he was like, he tried everything else, so he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go all out this time. Like,
dog.
I've been trying to pass to y'all. Like, AD, you're younger than me. AD, you're in your prime, like a lot more than I am. So he should have took over. Like he should have took that personal. You know, but I think
that's tough to watch. Jay Jokic versus AD, and Jokic got that boy, man. Like
right?
He got that boy. I can't take it. That's our guy. Yeah. That's our future. So what are we supposed to do as Laker fans? What are we supposed to do?
Bro, he's got to get in the gym.
Jokic ain't going nowhere. Jokic ain't going
nowhere, bro. And I guarantee you the Nuggets add another piece in free agency as well. Because that's what championships do. Championships get players that want to win, and they want to win now. So, yeah, man, I think, man, it's a lot of things, man. But, like, the other thing with the Lakers, I think, like, we had so many good players. Like, so you got a guy like Austin Reeves come out and outplay D'Lo in some games. But you got a guy like D'Lo who is, like, an undeniable all-star, right, in this league. So it's like you got him battling instead of, like, if this was, like, their team, the Nuggets have, like, with the role situation, like, let us say, like, D'Lo, this is you're not going nowhere. You got confidence to miss. You know what I'm saying? So he was playing kind of like a confidence sometimes, but then a lot of the players like him were playing like, oh, I don't want to get benched.
Yeah.
Because the rotation was so heavy in the sense of like 6-7 players. Like if I was him, I would have just took my position on like, are we starting D'Lo or are we starting Austin Reeves and then let that one stay out there? Like, don't be nice and try to get both of them in the game.
Because that's what happened. We ran into it. It was working, the Austin and D'Lo starting lineup, until we came up against a team that needed more defense. Like, Jamal Murray was too nice. We had to throw Schroeder out there. But then, like, who do I – and it's like –
but Schroeder did a great job on Murray. I think out of all the guards, he probably did the best defense.
That's why they threw him out there in the starting lineup, because he was the only one that was going to give that ball pressure that was going to bother Jamal Murray. Like, Austin Reeves, he's cool on defense, but his main thing is offense. Like, that's his main thing. You don't want him working on Jamal Murray. You want him to have energy for the pick and roll. Like,
bro, Curry was doing whatever he wanted to. Jokic was playing around. He's just throwing up shots, not even looking. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got to make guys, like, they had the confidence, they had the experience, they've been knocking on the door, and then we threw a bunch of guys together and was like, come from the 8th seed and win it all. Do what's never been done. And we never did it.
And they were just the better team. They were better. Like they were more ready for the moment. We overachieved this season. Like we got our hopes up because of we beat the Warriors. Oh, it's a wrap, you know, like, but no, Nuggets was probably going to toast the Warriors too. You know what I mean? Like the Nuggets was going to toast whoever came through. Like, so that's what I saw in that sweep. I'm like, ugh. But going into the offseason, Jay, we got a list of free agents. So of course, first is Anthony Davis, like, because right now, I told myself if he could get us to the play-in when LeBron was hurt, I'm down to keep Anthony Davis and keep building around Anthony Davis. He's not this season wasn't a failure. You know what I mean?
No.
You know, so I'm down with keep it. We don't got to trade it and blow it all up. Anthony Davis is here. LeBron is still here. But these other free agents that we got, there's D'Lo, there's Austin Reeves, there's Rui Hachimura. Those are some valuable players, bro. But can we keep all three of those guys? If you had to drop one out of the three, Jay, which one would you drop? Because you know
I'm dropping two of them. I'm dropping Austin Reeves and Rui.
You're dropping Austin Reeves and Rui? Jay,
because I'm going to get more value. Because listen, like if you already looked at the market is crazy for Austin Reeves. I don't even know if the Lakers are going to be able to offer him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm going to get rid of Austin. I'm going to put my money on D'Lo. I like where he's at in his career. He's proven right now, like, look, if you give me the rock, I can work. Now you just got to give him the season, give him that confidence. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I have confidence in D'Lo as a Laker. The reason why I say Austin Reeves and Rui, no disrespect, I love them as Lakers, but it's like with Trevor Ariza, Kyle Kuzma, these players that the Lakers develop, give the stage to, we can go get more money or get a better trade for those two players. Like instead of having two of them, let's go get another player like DeAndre Ayton or somebody that's really nice. You know,
you don't think we could keep two of the three? You think we have to get, in order to keep one, we got to give up? But because I know, honestly, after they said what Austin Reeves is going to demand, he's gone. Like Austin Reeves is out of there. Like we ain't about to pay him $80 million. I don't think. Like like you said, D'Lo, because he kind of underperformed, we can lowball him and give him.
Right.
He won't demand as much money as Austin Reeves. So I'm with you there. But I would love to bring back a Rui Hachimura, big body. You know what I mean? And he's only going to get better, like you said, with a full season, a full training camp. I would love to bring back a Rui, you know.
I like him. No, I love him as a Laker game. I love his game, bro. He's tough. I just think that now other teams see his value.
True.
I think, that's what happens. Like other teams see his value. And like you already seen, I think the Lakers need speed and another big. He's in the middle of that.
Yeah. Good. Hey, he's good that we know got another year with us. Vanderbilt. I'm happy we got one more year with him because that's just another wing that we don't got to worry about on defense. Another player that's a free agent, Lonnie Walker, Dennis Schroeder. Do we want to bring? I think we got to bring back like a Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, you got to bring.
He proved his worth this year. I think he's been in the doghouse for the past couple years since he denied the whole thing that happened with the Lakers last time. You know what I mean? But hey, he's back for me. I'm a Schroeder fan after this playoff run, dog.
Me too. He's tough. And he's not a guy like, it's hard to play with LeBron. It's hard to play with Kobe. It's hard to play with Jordan. It's hard to play with those guys. So we've seen all these combinations over the last few seasons with really good players. It's not easy to play against a guy like that. That's ready. Like you're playing for the championship. You're not playing for regular season wins, scoring titles, none of that. Like you're playing for rings. And the combination of the Lakers fan base, like that's tough. And Schroeder proved himself.
And he's got that grit that you can't fake. Like he's got that grit that you need. And he's that player. Yeah, whatever. He's the shortest player on the floor in the playoffs, but he needs to be out there. Darvin's like, that guy, last 5 minutes of the game, we're gonna put Dennis Schroeder in there because he's a dog. Yeah. Even though you got a Austin, you got a Malik Beasley, all these other guards that could shoot. Dennis was the one out there every night, you know what I'm saying, making winning plays. So I would love to retain Dennis and D'Lo, hopefully.
Both guys that are poised, both guys that have been on other teams where they kind of been the man already. They're over that. They want to win.
It's their time. Yes, they're trying to win a championship, and they'll do what it takes. Another player, well, these players are like, we don't know, but like Malik Beasley, Lonnie Walker, Troy Brown. Did we see anything we like from those guys, or you think they're just gonna we gonna get somebody else? We gonna let Max Christie play. Our young.
I think that those three guys I think Lonnie Walker showed his value.
Yeah.
So we'll get him a contract somewhere else. But Troy and what's his name, Beasley? No, it's over for them. They didn't buy in. You can tell they didn't buy in.
Yeah, you can't say that. You don't know if they didn't buy in. He said they didn't buy in.
You can watch. Look, you watch hoop long enough, you can look at body language, bro. They said something to him where they was like, "You're not playing because of this," and he was like, probably fired back. And he's at the point where he's not talking to nobody. He's just on the bench like this. When a good play happens, he don't say nothing. When everybody scores, you can tell he's ready. He's ready to go. Give him his money so he can go play somewhere else.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and Troy, oh my God. I like him, bro. I know him, bro. He's from Vegas. He's a good player. But, bro, he just did not shoot good.
No.
He did not shoot good.
He looked he didn't look like every time he shot a shot, it was like, ooh, he kind of like threw that up there. Like, you know what I mean? When it's like that your first year of varsity and everything's moving too fast. Right. You trying to get your three up, and it's just like, yeah, like no focus. He just looked like he was catapulting his shot up there. Like everything was moving too fast for him.
It was a moment for sure.
Briefly, he was like the new toy. I'm kind of mad that Lonnie Walker lost his playtime to Beasley, because Lonnie Walker was getting good PT, and then he got put on the bench because Beasley was the 3-point shooter. But honestly,
when he came back in the playoffs, it was a different story.
Yeah, Lonnie Walker is the more reliable shooter and just finisher at the rim, period. Like, he's very...
He won game 3, right? He won that game for us.
That's the Lonnie Walker game, bro. That was the Lonnie Walker game. Forever. Right. I wouldn't mind bringing him back just because he could do a lot of stuff. And he's young. Yeah. Young dude.
Yeah.
Before we get off the Lakers, though, there's been rumors about other players from outside. Who would you like to see? I don't know what works, but who would you like to see big name free agent with the Lakers?
Number 1, Kyrie Irving. Number 2, Trae Young.
Okay, I love it. Hey, so the Kyrie thing, I don't think the Dallas Mavericks are going to trade Kyrie Irving. They're not going to trade Kyrie Irving to the Lakers, bro. Like, come on, dog. There ain't no way.
No, he's going to go to the Suns, I think.
Yeah,
he'll go to the Honestly, I'm just saying as a Laker fan, I would like to see him. If not, Trae Young is real, right? That's
the one, because I saw that, and I just heard that he ain't working out in Atlanta. Like, I heard, like, Atlanta's trying to move off, or players. He has some type of issue with the other players there. Trae Young wouldn't be bad. He don't play no defense. But that's a good balance. If you got an Anthony Davis and a LeBron and then a Trae Young to stretch the floor,
right,
that'd be nasty. So I'm not mad at that. People say Damian Lillard's about ready to move somewhere. I don't think we can make the money work for Damian Lillard, though.
Yeah, I think he's standing solid in Portland.
He ain't leaving Portland.
He wants to be, like, loyal, which I don't like about that. Like, I have arguments with some of my friends about that, like, because it's like you're kind of copping out where you could. It's kind of like what Melo did, because Melo's my second favorite player, bro. But when guys like that don't want to go and win, because you're like, you rather lose playing your style. So you're at the point in your career where change that and go link up and win.
Yeah, because that's what Dame need. Dame needs to go somewhere and not drop 40 a game, 80 a game. He needs to be somewhere where he could kind of do his thing and spot up and kind of how Kyrie won his with LeBron. He needs to do something similar to that, dude. Like,
right.
Because Damian Lillard is one of the coldest brothers in the world, but he need that help. He ain't gonna be able to get it done in Portland.
No.
So we're gonna move off the Lakers. We saw Game 7. We saw Boston take a fall.
If we can't let them win if we don't.
But but I forgot, Jay. You're a super Tatum fan or not? You're a Tatum fan, right?
Tatum fan, because he's a Mamba disciple. Disciple.
I forgot. I think it was Taylor that's a Tatum hater. Taylor Tribble's a Tatum hater, but
yeah, I'm a big fan, bro.
But I think the Game 7, that was a good series. Miami, bro. They are literally like a Spurs type. They're like the new Spurs.
Hot boys. Hot boys. Hot boys. That's Rancho Verde, Compton Magic.
You know it.
And running you up out of here.
Bro.
And Jimmy Butler's leading the shit, bro.
Jimmy Butler. He's Himmy Butler. We ain't calling him. It's Himmy. Himmy Butler. Himmy Buckets.
We gonna stop counting them out. We gonna stop counting them out.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done counting out Miami, Spoelstra, the whole squad. Like anytime Spoelstra's in the playoffs, I'm like, yo, if he got Jimmy with him, it's a wrap, dog. Because I didn't see them making it out of the play-in, Jay. I didn't see them making it out of the play-in, dog. Do you see what they're doing?
Every game they played, I'm like, they're about to lose. And I wake up the next morning, they won.
They got Caleb Martin out here balling. Strauss, and I wasn't even a fan of Strauss like 2 years ago, but I like Strauss. He is that how you say it? He goes.
Bam is a problem.
Bam, but this
Bam's bringing the ball up too. He's bringing the ball up too. I can't
wait to see this matchup, Bam versus Jokic, because Bam is very similar to AD, but the Miami doesn't lean on. They don't lean on Bam the same way Lakers leaned it on. Like AD is the Lakers everything. Bam is just a piece of their defense. They got Jimmy out there.
Yeah, he's their big man. He's just their big man.
He's just their big man. He don't got to do everything. I think that's where we messed up. AD was like everything on defense. But I like the Bam Jokic matchup. I think Bam's probably gonna get toasted.
Well, Jokic being able to shoot, that's tough. He might put him in foul trouble.
Because that's the part. Yeah.
With the up fake and off the dribble, he might put Bam in foul trouble. But Bam's pretty athletic too, though.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a good matchup. That's the only other. I thought AD was the one, but Bam is the only other guy, if I could say, like, could give Jokic some trouble. Bam is like that next guy. He might get muscled, though. That's the only thing. He might not be strong enough for Jokic.
It's a good matchup.
Who do you have, though? How many games you got it going, and who wins this series, Jay?
Oof. I got to go with the Nuggets. I just think with the Nuggets, like they're role players outside of Murray and Jokic. And then if you look at the star players with Butler and Bam, well, let's just say they even each other out. But I think those other players for Nuggets are better.
Yes, I agree. Hey, but and that's arguable because the supporting cast is the reason why Miami's there. Like the Lowrys, the Strauss, the Kevin Loves, all these dudes that weren't making shots in the regular season. They all magically started.
Duncan Robinson.
Oh, Duncan Robinson. What's the other dude? Vincent, the guard.
Baller. They're splashing.
So it's hard, and it's Jimmy. So I don't know and they had that little tiff. Was that a couple years ago with Morris, one of the Morris twins?
Yeah, when he pushed them at half court.
This series might get chippy early, and I want to see if Jimmy can take control of everything and have everybody on their toe. Like if he could have the Nuggets scared. Playing, you know what I mean? Like not trying to push on Jimmy, not trying to foul Jimmy too hard. They could.
Yeah, I think it's a 6 or 7 game series.
But Nuggets, I agree. Nuggets were the best team left. Well, Nuggets were the best team left when it was 4 teams left. So they're still. Right. What I saw from Jimmy, I did not expect Miami to beat Boston. So
nobody did.
I thought Boston was on their way as soon as Milwaukee lost. I was like, okay, I think Boston got this. But
nobody thought the Heat were gonna win the play-in game.
That's exactly, Jay. So I'm just like, I can't count them out no more. It's just, but if I had to use my brain, Nuggets are a better team. I would say Nuggets 7. I think every team wins their home game. That's what I would say. I think every team wins their home game because Nuggets are that good. Nuggets are that good, bro. And that's a tough ask. But Miami's small, bro. Like Nuggets just beat the Lakers, bro.
Right.
We're not little. We're the biggest team that they saw. The only other team bigger than us is probably Memphis. But
maybe, but we're probably bigger, right?
Due to injury. But if Memphis had all their guys, they're probably. But Nuggets are just too big, and I think Bam, Kevin Love ain't gonna be in there guarding Aaron Gordon, bro. Like
no, that's the other thing too. I was gonna say the Celtics didn't have a big man. They don't have no 4 or 5. Like they got what's his name?
Williams. He's a log. Yeah, Roy Williams, or is that his name?
Yeah, they're not. They're not nothing what Bam is, you know. I mean, what Jokic is.
Jokic,
Aaron Gordon are, you know. That's tough. What's the name? Duncan Robinson. Any of those dudes cannot guard Michael Porter Jr.
Exactly, and that's their 3-man. So the smaller they get, and then who you got guarding Jamal Murray? Who's going? I mean,
Jimmy Butler's gonna have to guard him.
Jimmy got to guard Jamal, but then that, like you said, who's guarding Michael Porter Jr.? It's going to have to be like Strus or somebody. Ouch.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Not going to look good.
Not going to look good. But yeah, Jay. So you said 6, 7 games. I'm saying Nuggets in 7. I like it. But before we get out of here, next season, LeBron James. Are we gonna ever see LeBron James get another chip? If you had to call it after watching this last, because the West looks bad. It looks crazy right now. That's why this season hurt.
This was a chance.
This season hurt because I was like, ooh, we got a good squad. We're catching everybody by surprise because D'Lo and Austin Reeves. You know, this might have been.
You gotta have a team. Like, only way LeBron can win, I think, is if you have D'Lo, LeBron, AD, and you're able to get like Trae Young and Kyrie. Or you gotta have some overload, under unbelievable type shit to happen.
Yeah, it feels like this season lined up because we got all those players back for Westbrook. You know what I mean? Like, and that was just and we got Rui from the Thomas. Right. We basically got a lot of a great roster assembled, but not enough time. That's why it hurt. Like, if we had this roster the whole season, like you said, we probably could have done more. We could have made more noise. We could have made it to the finals. But,
right. We would have been a higher seed for sure. But I think the only thing LeBron is actually his biggest achievement next will be him playing with Bronny.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think he's waiting for.
Yeah, I think the days, it'll hurt. It'd be hard to see the Lakers get back. I mean, if we get
the Lakers can do it.
If we get like a Kyrie, if you could do a Kyrie, AD, LeBron, okay, we're cooking.
Right.
But anything else, it's gonna be tough because even Trae Young, I don't know if we'll have the necessary defense to hold up in the playoffs.
Yeah. And he's never really been there yet either. He hasn't really been that far in the playoffs.
Yeah. Jay, thank you for tuning in with me and sharing your basketball knowledge. I had to hear what you had to say about the Lakers' demise in the NBA Finals. I had to hear it. Everyone, this was a preview of the finals. Jay, before we get out of here, anything to say to the fans?
No, man. Thank you for another episode, bro.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay. Hey, and don't ever feel bad about missing a phone call, Jay. You out here moving, making moves. We grinding. We the go-getters, bruh.
Believe that.
Yeah, we touched base when we had to. Hey, until next time, y'all, the Faithful Fan Show. Dun, 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 dun.
Rookie in the paint, going hard with the vet. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Rookie in the paint, going hard with the vet. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lines a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know fully when I drop. Call for it, Kalinko in the Blizo spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Circle loose stroke magic. Rhymes over all y'all like Dirk for 2. Rookie in the game, insane, coming for you. GGB